Good morning, afternoon, or evening, and welcome to the Apex Slide Job Podcast. Excuse me. Jeez. Starting the new year off right here. My name is Isaac, and with me always is Fearson. Fearson, how's it going?
Pretty good, Isaac. How are you?
Doing all right. Just got a little bit of the influenza going on over here, but I'll, racing season don't stop, so
Yeah, gotta
gotta
love
keep
the
up with the.
winter time.
Oh yeah, it's so fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, late models
Yeah.
starting off early.
Mhm. January 3rd through 5th.
Oh my gosh, dude. Like, I think all the World of Outlaws should be doing this, sprints and late miles,
Yeah.
because that was some good racing. Great
Mhm.
racing
Yeah.
on all 3 nights. But, yeah, mind giving us the rundown on the races there, Fisher?
Yep. So the late models raced at Vado Speedway in New Mexico. They had 25 lap feature on the third, 25 lap feature on the fourth, and a 75 lap feature on the fifth. So the rundown for January 3rd, qualifying flight A uh, was won by Chris Madden. He had a 15.4. Then the second was Ashton Winger, a rookie in the 12 car with a 15.6. The next was Daryl Lanigan with a 15.7. Fourth was Ricky Weiss with a 15.72. And then fifth was Billy Moyer with a 15.8. Qualifying flight B had Brandon Shepard with the win with a 15.69. Uh, Scott Bloomquist in second with a 15.8. Kay Dillard in third with a 16.0. Frank Hackenost, I'm guessing I'm pronouncing that right, in fourth with a 16.1. And in fifth was Chase Youngins with a 16.19. For the first heat, which was 8 laps, was won by Chris Madden. Second place was Mike Marlar. Third place was Brian Shirley. Fourth place was Daryl Lanigan. And fifth place was Billy Moyer. For the second heat, first place was won by. For the second heat, Ricky Weiss won, and Ashton Winger got second, the rookie, one of the rookies. In third place was Bobby Pierce. Fourth place was Tony Toast. And in fifth place was Johnny Scott. For the third heat, it was won by Brandon Shepard. In second place was Cade Dillard. In third place was Chase Youngins. In fourth place was Earl Pearson. And in fifth place was Ricky Thornton. For the fourth heat, Scott Bloomquist took the win. In second place was Rick Eckert. In third place was Jimmy Mars. And in fifth place, or fourth place, was Frank Heckenost. And in fifth place was Brent Larson. For the last chance showdown, which was a 10 lap race, it was won by Billy Moyer. In second place was Dennis Erb. Third place was Johnny Scott. Fourth place was Billy Moyer. And in fifth place was Matt Cosner, another rookie. For the second last chance showdown, Stormy Scott took the win. Second place was Ricky Thornton. Third place was Don Shaw. Fourth place was Brent Larson. And in fifth place was Garrett Albertson. For the 30 lap feature, I guess the features were 30 laps. My bad. First place was Chris Madden. He won 5 grand. Second place was Brandon Shepard. He won 3 grand. Third place was Ricky Weiss. He won 2 grand. Fourth place was Scott Bloomquist. He won $1,000 and 500. $1,500.
There you go.
Fifth place was Mike Marlar. He won 1,200. Sixth place was Rick Eckert with winnings of $1,100. Seventh place was Brian Shirley. He won a solid $1,000. Cade Dillard.
Dillard. There
Eighth
you go.
place was Cade Dillard, and he won
There it is.
$900. And in ninth place was Ashton Winger, and he won $850. And in 10th place was Dennis Erb. He won $800. And that was the rundown for January 3rd. Now we go over to January 4th. So for qualifying, Flight A, first place was Billy Moyer with 15.6. Second place was Cade Dillard with a 15.74. Third place was Chris Madden with a 15.75. Fourth place was Brandon Shepard with a 15.8. And in fifth place was Scott Bloomquist with a 15.9. Flight B for qualifying was won by Ricky Weiss with a 15.8. Second place was Daryl Lanigan with a 15.91. Third place was Brent Larson with a 15.98. Fourth place was Billy Moyer with a 16.0. And in fifth place was Mike Marlar with a 16.0 as well. He missed fourth place by just a hair.
0.005 of a second.
Yeah.
That's close. That's
Yeah.
impressive.
So for Heat 1, which was also late 8 laps, it was won by Chris Madden. In second place was Billy Moyer. Third place was Scott Bloomquist. Third place was Garrett Alberson. And in fifth place was Brian Shirley. For the second heat, it was won by Cade Dillard. Second place was Brandon Shepard. Third place was Stormy Scott. Fourth place was Rick Eckert. And in fifth place was Jimmy Mars. For the third heat, it was won by Ricky Weiss. Second place was Mike Marlar. Third place was Brent Larson. Fourth place was Ashton Winger. In fifth place was Dennis Erb. For the fourth heat, it was won by Daryl Lanigan. Second place was Billy Moyer. Third place was Earl Pearson. Fourth place was Chase Youngins. And in fifth place was Jason Ron, I'm guessing. For the last chance showdown, was won by Brian Shirley. Second place was Bobby Pierce. Third place was Johnny Scott. Fourth place was Boom Briggs. And fifth place was Matt Cosner, another rookie. And that was the top 5. For the second last chance showdown, first place was Dennis Erb. Second place was Tony Toast. Third place was Jason Ron. Fourth place was Don Shaw. And in fifth place was Jason Popich. And now for the 30-lap feature of that night. First place was Ricky Weiss. He won $5,000. Second place was Brandon Shepard. Took home $3,000. Third place was Chris Madden. Took home $2,000. Fourth place was Daryl Lanigan. He took $1,500. And Mike Marlar got fifth place. He took home $1,200. And then sixth place was Cade Dillard. Seventh place was Billy Moyer. Eighth place was Stormy Scott. Ninth place was Chase Youngins. And in 10th was
Earl.
Earl
There you
Earl Pearson. I'm really good at pronouncing names, guys, okay? Then we move on to the last night, which is January 5th. So for qualifying Flight A, first place was Boom Briggs. Okay, there's the time.
15 flat.
Oh, okay, 15 flat, I see. All right. I was confused there for a second. All right.
Yeah, no, you're
First
fine.
place was Boom Briggs with a 15 flat. Second place was 97. Second place was Cade Dillard with a 15.03. Chris Mann got third with a 15.1. Frank Heckenos got a 15.2. And in fifth place was Rick Eckert with a 15.25. For Flight B, first place was Garrett Alberson with a 15.0. Second place was Dennis Erb with a 15.08. Third place was Billy Moyer with a 15.1. Fourth place was Brandon Shepard with a 15.2. and fifth place was Scott Bloomquist with a 15.25. Now we move on to the first heat of that night, which was won by Chris Madden. Second place was Boom Briggs. Third place was Rick Eckert. Fourth place was Stormy Scott. Fifth place was Mike Marlar. For the second heat, it was won by Cade Dillard. Second place was Daryl Lanigan. Third place was Frank Heckenost. And fourth place was Brent Larson. And in fifth place was Ricky Weiss. For the third heat, it was won by Billy Moyer. Second place was Ashton Winger. Third place was Stormy Bloomquist. Fourth place was Jason Popick. And in fifth place was Garrett Alberson. For the fourth heat, it was won by Brandon Shepard. Second place was Jason Ron. Third place was Dennis Erb. Fourth place was Brian Shirley. And in fifth place was Cody Evans. The first last chance showdown of the night was won by Mike Marlar. Second place was Billy Moyer. Third place was Ricky Weiss. Fourth place was Matt Cosner. And in fifth place was Errol Pearson. For the second last chance showdown of the night was won by Cody Evans. Second place was Garrett Alberson. Third place was Bobby Pierce. Fourth place was Jimmy Mars. And in fifth place was Johnny Scott. Now for the results from the feature. First place was Cade Dillard. He won $15,000 that night. Second place was Brandon Shepard. He took home $7,000. Third place was Daryl Lanigan. He took home $5,000. Fourth place was Scott Bloomquist. He took home $4,000. Fifth place was Ricky Weiss. He took home $3,000. And then in sixth place was Dennis Erp. He took home $2,000. Seventh place was Rick Eckert. He took home $1,900. Eighth place was Chris Madden. He took home $1,800 as well. Or wait, no, 1,800. Ninth place was Mike Marlar. He took home $1,700. And 10th place was Bobby Pierce. And he took home $1,600. For 11th place was Garrett Alberson. 12th place was Stormy Scott. 13th was Chase Youngins. 14th was Cody Evans. And in 15th was Boom Briggs. So those are the results from those three races over the past week.
Should we just tackle one bird at a time here and go talk about the first race and the second and the third then?
Yeah. Yeah. So for the first race, there wasn't too much. It was basically green flag most of the race. There was one caution, I believe. I think Brent Larson, something happened to him, I believe, during that race.
Mm-hmm.
But it was mostly green flag. Pretty good racing.
Oh, I thought it was great racing.
Yeah.
Great racing between the top four, I would say. Top four.
Yeah.
Chris Madden, Brand Shepard, Ricky Weiss, and Scott Bloomquist put on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were, from what I saw, there was a lot of good racing between those three, or those four,
Yeah.
actually. And from what it looks like, all four Outlaw Boys. So nothing but this is. I hope this is the nice little prequel to what the season's gonna look like. Cause oh my gosh,
Yeah.
strap in, everyone. We are in for a treat with these World of Outlaw late models.
Yeah. And
Because
all three of the new rookies are doing pretty well. They're doing good in the heats, it seems like. They
yeah,
just fell back
from
during
what
the
I saw,
feature is all.
every single one has made it into the A feature. So
Mhm.
yeah, good for those rookies.
Yeah.
Uh, Probably still trying to find the bearings with the Outlaws and get used to what they have to bring to the table. But yeah, I mean,
Mhm.
yeah, we had really good racing between everyone on the first night of racing. So
Yeah. Pretty great racing tonight. On to the second night.
wait, also Dennis Erb Jr. got quick or hard charger in that race. Got
Okay.
9 positions, which I think is really impressive because that track looked a little narrow to me. But
Mhm.
just from my point of view, it looked
Yeah.
just a tad narrow, but really tight racing. But I think the next two nights were relatively wider track, but that first night looked a little narrow to me.
Mhm.
But yeah, second night.
Second night, yeah. Uh, Not too much happened either. The lead was a big battle for the lead. The first
Hmm.
couple laps between Cade Dillard and Chris Madden. So that was very interesting to see.
Yep.
But Ricky Weiss ended up taking the win for that race.
Hmm.
So another good, another good night of racing there.
Probably shouldn't have favorites, but my favorite's Ricky Weiss.
Yeah,
The Manitoba Missile. Gotta cheer him on, man.
yeah, he's
Rookie of
pretty
the year
good.
last year. Yep, rookie of the year last year. Put on some wild shows this year. Got his first win, first career outlaw win. So good for him.
Yeah,
Um, also another good night of racing on
yeah,
the fourth here too. So and then Chase Youngins got hard charger with 7 spots gained. So
yeah,
I thought, yeah, great racing.
yeah. On to the third race. Brandon Shepard started. Did he start first or was it second?
He started second and got second.
Okay, yeah. So he fell back and then quickly ran under the 21 and grabbed that lead for a little bit after lap one, but
Hmm.
couldn't hold on to the lead. He held on to it for most of the race, but yeah, first
There was
caution.
quite a there
Sorry.
was quite a wild wreck. Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
There. I don't know if you're gonna get to it, but yeah, there was
yeah,
quite a wild wreck. 16 laps
yep,
into the 70 lap feature.
yeah. The second caution came out on lap 16.
Yeah, that was a wild one.
Yeah, the 21 car and 24 car, I believe it was, wrecked into each other, and then the 32 slid up into them, made a three-car pile up there.
Yeah, that was a big wreck.
Yeah.
Good thing
Uh,
all of them were okay.
yeah, caution also came out on lap 3 when Jason Roan hit the wall.
Hmm.
And then lap 66, Cade Dillard took the lead from Brandon Shepard with 9 laps to go and ended up winning the race.
Good for him.
Yeah, so another really good night of racing there.
Oh yeah, there was like what 4 lanes of racing during that entire race.
Yeah,
Such a good track. That was a beautiful track for all 75 laps.
yeah, it was
For
pretty
what I
nice.
was seeing. But yeah, started fourth, got first from Cade Dillard and hard charger Ricky Weiss. He got, I think if I remember right, he got fifth within 16 laps
Hmm.
from 21st.
Yeah, I believe so.
That is some good steering by that kid.
Yeah, definitely.
Holy cow. He just is proven why his nickname's the Manitoba Missile on
Yeah.
that. But yeah, that was fantastic racing.
Hmm.
Track looked really slick, but I mean 75 laps, like
Yeah,
can't really expect anything less from that.
yeah.
Except a slick track, but
Makes the season look like to me a very good one this year.
yeah, especially with the points, it's looking like the top 5 are all Outlaw boys. So
Hmm. We're looking at Volusia for both series, uh, starting today and tomorrow,
today and tomorrow, are you sure?
or February. Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
we're looking
got
at
my
Volusia
hopes
for
up.
February
Yeah, what February?
7th and 8th, and then for the sprint cars, and then 12th and 13th for the late models.
That should be some good racing. And I'll be sure to cover up the sprint cars.
Hmm.
Um, it's looking like an interesting season this year. I'll be getting into depth next week, so stay up for that next podcast. Where me and Fearson will probably get in depth more on how the season's going to look.
Hmm.
And again, this is a fan perspective, so
Yeah.
we might be wrong. We might be wrong on some of the stuff that we do say,
Hmm.
um, but yeah. So how are the points looking there, Fearson, for our late models?
They are looking pretty good. So, got Brandon Shepard in the lead. Um, so yeah, he's got 438 points right now. Ricky
Hmm.
Weiss in second place, just 4 points behind. Chris Madden in third there with 10 points behind. Cade Dillard in fourth, 16 points behind. And Dale Lanigan in fifth there with 26 points behind. So that's the top five.
Yep.
Scott Bloomquist is in. Wait, Mike Marlar's in sixth there. Scott Bloomquist in seventh. Dennis Urban eighth. Rick Eckert in ninth, and Stormy Scott in 10th. So that's the top 10 right now.
Hmm. It's looking like a nice point battle.
Hmm.
Um, Hopefully they can keep up this nice consistency. Everyone with the Outlaws.
Yeah,
'Cause- Yeah, yeah, late models do use they're using provisionals, correct? I think they were.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean everyone's gonna use them the first time chance they get, of course.
Hmm.
But yeah, should be some really good racing throughout the season from what I'm seeing.
Yeah, definitely.
If Vado's anything like this season, I hope it is, because I don't think Brand Shepard will be racing away from everyone at this year.
Hmm.
There's some stiff competition,
Yeah.
so I'm looking forward to this year for the late models.
Hmm. Yeah, it's gonna be a very fun season.
Oh yeah,
But I think that's
but
all we have for this week.
yep. Next week, be sure to catch us. We will be talking a little more in depth on again how the season's going to be looking out. Talk a little bit of Volusia
Hmm.
and the drivers, and yeah, what we're expecting,
Yeah, what we're
or
expecting for
yeah,
the season.
yeah. But yeah, that should wrap her up, Isaac.
I'm Fearson.
And this was the Apex Side Job podcast. And
Follow our Twitter.
follow our Twitter, Apex Side Job. I mean, it should be in the link below.
Yeah.
And then also another that refreshing my mind. We'll probably be adding a gaming channel
Hmm.
here soon. So look out for that.
Because we like iRacing.
Yeah, we got we got iRacing. We're trying it out. It's really fun.
Yeah.
And we want to include whoever wants to watch. So,
Hmm.
but yeah. So watch out for the gaming channel. Will probably be going up here soon. So yeah. That is all. So have a great rest of your day or a fantastic rest of your night, and catch you next week.
Yep. See you guys.